Hello everybody, there's just a few more days to go if you want to register for this year's Planetary Yogas webinar course. Now on this course we're going to be learning a mathematical permutation that was given by Parashara that will help us to determine the level to which planetary yogas will bear their fruits. In addition to that, we're going to learn many of the best yogas to work with in horoscope interpretation. Now this course starts this Sunday, the 10th of March, and will run from 6:30 to 8 p.m. London time. And the course will last 44 consecutive weeks into the new year, with of course taking a break over the Christmas holidays from around mid-November until the new year. So if you're interested in registering for this course, you can do so either by making payment by trimester or making payment in full. And you can do that at the link which you're going to see in the middle of this upcoming video. When you're loyal to a particular cause, it's very easy to become so passionately wrapped up in the object of your devotion to the thing that you're trying to support that you can see nothing else. And whilst loyalty is a notable virtue, awareness is equally a virtue. So when you get caught up in something, it's quite simple for your passions to control you. It's quite simple for your desire to take over. And it's quite easy for what started off as inspiration, motivation, to very quickly become a negative sense of desire that blinds you to a particular situation. So you're dealing with a situation at the moment where something is unraveling, and you're trying to create something new, either in the wake of that thing that's unraveling, or create something new so that while that other thing that is unraveling is kind of disappearing from your life, you're not kind of left flat in the you-know-what, okay? So in doing that, you're perhaps feeling a certain level of pressure. You feel that, there's no better time than the present moment to make this happen. But when that level of determination, when that strong feeling that you have towards a particular goal because you're wanting to kind of free yourself from a situation that's no longer working for you or that's perhaps falling apart and set something else up for yourself that is working better for you, when you become so wrapped up in your passion or your need or your anxiety, maybe that's the word, to create the other situation that you can see nothing else, quite often you miss opportunities, right? So here are the things we need to focus on. Is determination bad? Not necessarily. Is passion bad? Not necessarily, especially when it's backed by a righteous cause, something that you're inspired to create. So it's not necessarily that your motivations are askew or that your intent is wrong. It's more that you're dealing with a situation where your focus is so one-pointedly ahead that you're missing things that are going on in your periphery. Now, Mercury retrograde it's like the problem child of the zodiac. Now, notice I did the quotation marks. That's because everybody wants to make it the problem child, right? It's because usually when Mercury's retrograde, people want to try to use it in a manner that it's not really meant to be used in. So sure, the external flow, that's the word I want to use, the external flow of Mercury in those situations may seem as if it's getting disrupted, but it's only getting disrupted because what we're meant to do is to take that mercurial process and internalize it. So what are more internalized mercurial processes? Intuition, instinct, reflection, awareness. Now, sometimes we become so active that the capacity to be passive and receive something is completely lost. Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra is very notable for bringing revelations, bringing something that awakens one, if your eyes are open. That sounds really weird, right? Awaken someone if your eyes are open. But wait a second, if I'm going to wake up, I'm supposed to be asleep. But you know what? Sometimes we're walking around with our eyes wide open and we're completely asleep. Okay? So it has the capacity to awaken you to something if you pay heed to the revelation that it's trying to present you with. So over the course, pardon me, of the next several days, you're likely going to find yourself in a situation where it seems like something is falling apart. As we said before, you're trying to create something better, as we said before. But as you try to create that something better with that level of determination that you have for doing so, the thing that you're trying to create is falling apart. But if you look at the fact that you might be trying to cover something up that is already a strong foundation, then you might find that you have firmer ground to build upon. You just have to pay attention to what's being presented to you. If you could use a little bit of help tuning into this particular moment, I should mention that I do offer several different levels of astrological service, all of which are available through the astrological services page of my website. If you're interested in scheduling with me, you can do so through the link above. That's going to do it for this look at Mercury's transit in retrograde motion through Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra from the 5th to the 15th of March 2019. And you can look forward to a part 2 in this series when Mercury enters 5th Bhadrapada Nakshatra. Until later, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.